Hello, I'm Tyler Tully, and today I'm joined by Albion Resources CEO Pete Goh. Pete, welcome. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having us, Tyler.
So you've just announced the WA government has given you approval for your Maiden drilling campaign. Tell us a bit about the project.
Yeah, so look, we only acquired the Gidgee project just recently, so getting these approvals in place now and quickly gives us a clean run going into drilling, hopefully at the end of this month. So again, to answer your question about why we acquired the project, what do we like about it? So look, firstly, we would have been through about 50 projects before we actually chose this one, right? So again, what we like about it sits on the Greenstone Belt. It's got shears running through it. So we interpret it as about 19 kilometres of shears and structures running through our tenure, right? Why is that important? Because that could be a good control to hold the gold mineralisation. Right. What else is great is there's been some fantastic historical hits in the past, right? So in the past, our German Well South target has had hits of 21 metres at 5.6 grams a tonne, another one of 16 metres at over 5 grams a tonne. So this is a really good advanced target that we can go after. And again, we wouldn't be going for this if we're just looking for one target and a one hit wonder, right? So we've identified 8 other prospects within our tenure, which is really exciting. The other X factor that we have is, look, it sits on the Gum Creek Greenstone Belt. So again, Horizon Gold sits there. Horizon Gold are doing great things. They've got 2.3 million ounces in the belt. They've just released a DFS. So what that says is the belt is really fertile, right? The other thing that really stood out to us when we were doing the DD is they've got 20 JORC resources all throughout the belt. And then they sit to the north of us and the south of us. And we've got about 90 square Ks of tenure here, right? So it's pretty exciting for us there in the sense we've got no JORC resource whatsoever. So that's the opportunity for Albion Resources, given the geological setting that I've sort of put forward to you today. Like, it's a really exciting time to be going out there and starting drilling.
So what do you want to get out of this drilling campaign?
So for us, it's really about taking the next steps forward. Look, we spent the time going through the old data, doing our own soils campaign, getting out to site, sort of seeing the lay of the land, right? But there's 2 key objectives for us now. So it's testing our German Well South target, our advanced target. So build that out. It's open at depth and on long strike. And then it's basically going out there and testing out our 8 regional targets there. So ultimately, we want to build a pipeline of targets out here. And then obviously we get some success here. We'll lean into it in the future.
And why do you think the project has seen so little drilling?
Well, look, it's a combination of things, I guess. So look, I will qualify there has been drilling there in the past, right? So Goldfields had the ground in the 1990s and they did quite a bit of RAB drilling. But again, once you peel the onion back of that, right, I think most of their drill depths was about an average of 50 metres or something like that, right? So it's underexplored there. And again, exploration techniques have come a long way since then. So we've got the opportunity as Albion Resources to go out there and put our own lens on it. I mean, and if you look back to the 90s to today, like you look at the gold price, I mean, it's a fraction of what it is today, right? So again, what they might have overlooked in the past might be something, quite exciting for a company like us today. And I will point out, like a lot of their RAB drilling, again, this is away from our advanced targets, has hit mineralization, right? So the opportunity for us is there's gold there, like where is it? How big can it be, sort of thing. So the opportunity sits firmly with Albion Resources to go out there and test it out.
So obviously it sounds like you've got a great project, but why should people invest in Albion Resources?
The next few months is going to be a really exciting time for Albion Resources. We've got a new drill presentation coming out shortly. With that, we'll explain the value proposition of Albion, why we like the Gidgee project and why invest in us. Next, we're going to have the AC drilling program kick off at the end of the month. And after that, we're going to have the RC program. The RC program may happen at the same time as the AC program, so just investors should be aware of that. And then obviously if we get some success here with the assays, we'll lean into this going forward.
Pete, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you, Tyler.